So the urban teaching cohort is essentially another program that you can add on to your major. So you already have your special ed major or whatever education you want. And then you kind of do this as well. It's like an extra activity that you can do. You take classes, empower courses that focus on social justice issues, or what's going on in the world, what's going on in the community, what are different issues, and then relate those back to education. How will they be affecting your students?
Immediately, I'm like surrounded by like-minded thinkers, which is really awesome. People that have like the same goals as me, like wanting to work with urban kids and with social justice and stuff.
We talk about teaching multiple perspectives. So it's not just like this one thing, it's these multiple perspectives. And anytime you have multiple perspectives, you're just going to know more, and it's going to be a richer learning experience.
Each year you have a different focus, and so your first year, once you apply to the program, your freshman year, you get in, it's kind of like getting your feet wet, doing different urban plunges where you might go spend the night there. And then your second year, you take a course once a week at night, and it's an Empower course, like I said, the social justice course. You talk about all the isms, racism, ableism, sexism, all of those.
When you take the second Empower class, you kind of start applying those to like, how does that matter in a classroom? Because I think one of like the main ideals is that everything that happens outside of a classroom affects the classroom more than anything that happens actually inside of the classroom.
You also get a student mentor, which is one of my favorite parts. You go to Cincinnati probably once a month on Saturdays, and you spend the day there and you work with different 5th and 6th graders who are actually your mentor, and they teach you what our teacher is supposed to be like in an urban area.
We're breaking out into groups and we're learning about these different issues that they chose, like homelessness, bullying, poverty, and other things. And we're having these discussions, these conversations with each other about these issues in their community, how we can work to fix them.
We talk about that all the time in the UTC, was that you need to live in the community in which you teach. You need to be involved in the community, the social agencies, the block parties, just being involved in that community. You see your students' faces, you see their parents, like that all affects, once again, everything that happens outside of the classroom affects what's happened inside of the classroom.
I think it's really important to be immersed and know where your students are coming from, so you can be better equipped to teach them.
It's like your first year you get the student's perspective. Now you get the community and the parents' perspective. And then in your regular classes at Miami, you're getting the teacher perspective. So it's kind of meshing all of these worlds together to figure out how you want to actually be as an educator.
It's really awesome, like having this family within, this bigger family. It's just having these close-knit relationships and being able to bounce off each other and support each other has been amazing with the urban teaching cohort.
It prepares you to be a teacher for any subject, any area, any demographic. It doesn't matter if it's urban or not. The ideas that you learn in these classes and in these experiences, they are preparing you to be a great teacher no matter where you end up.
It really is that holistic approach too, of looking at the child as a whole and their whole life, parents, families, community, rather than just the student themselves.